Tonight on CTV News at 5.
I've wanted a nice roast, and it's like, well, I'm not going to pay $40-50 for a roast. It's just ridiculous.
Where's the beef? As grocery prices rise, Canadians make a choice to pay up or put it down. And tend to the garden. It's time to plant your homegrown herbs.
After a sunny and hot June day, a few clouds move into the region for tonight and Friday.
Live from the Maritimes News Center, this is CTV News at 5.
Good evening and welcome to CTV News at 5. I'm Maria Penopalis. Thank you for joining us. First at 5 tonight, shelf shock. A trip to the grocery store will cost you more than it did a year ago, while some items have simply skyrocketed in price, like beef. From coffee to baby formula, as CTV's Stephanie Seikos reports, there are staples Canadians have cut back on, and others they're just not willing to give up. Steph.
Maria, it almost doesn't matter what aisle you're in. Prices have gone up across several departments, with meat and vegetables in particular seeing a stark increase. Grocery bills just keep climbing.
We shop flyers. We're diligent that way. I mean, we're retired, so we have time on our hands.
According to the most recent data, food prices rose 3.5% year over year, with everyday staples seeing much steeper increases.
It doesn't matter what you reach for in the aisle. I mean, everything's gone up. The produce has gone up. We're growing some vegetables now. I planted some seeds, and we're going to see if we can grow some more.
Meat remains one of the biggest contributors to food inflation, with beef prices in particular soaring.
Many cuts are up more than 40% in some cases. So people are turning down to ground beef, but ground beef is also up. The biggest challenge right now is chicken, because people are pivoting over to chicken, and chicken prices are also going up.
If you were hoping to cut back on meat in favor of adding more fresh vegetables, that will cost you too. Prices were up nearly 8% year over year.
A lot of people have noticed higher tomato prices. I think increases are behind us due to the situation in Mexico, but we are expecting some challenges with celery, citrus still, and cucumbers as well.
Another staple that's been hit, coffee. It continues to rank among the fastest rising grocery items.
The problem with taxes and tariffs is that it leaves a legacy behind, so prices are psychological. So when grocers will raise prices due to higher costs, they rarely come down.
With the cost of coffee up, shoppers have found ways to save.
We switched from using our Keurig every day to going back to grinding our own beans and using our regular coffee pot.
While it may feel like everything is going up in price, there is some good news.
Dairy proteins remain relatively cheap. Eggs also very stable, lots of protein. It's the cheapest protein out there.
It's not just meat, coffee, and vegetables that saw an increase. Parents of little ones are also being impacted, with a 900-gram package of baby formula increasing by about $1.50 in April. Maria.
Thank you, Stephanie. CTV Stephanie Seikos for us in Halifax this evening. When will it stop? Well, hopefully soon. Todd Batt is standing by now at the anchor desk with a look at what's making headlines today. Hi there, Todd.
Hi there, Maria. We're going to begin in Moncton again tonight, where the number of overdoses has not let up since last Friday. There have been more than 100. Tonight, we'll hear from two people with a lot of knowledge about street life in the hub city. They're spending their days checking on friends. They're even administering Narcan to anyone who might be overdosing. There are a lot of cases, and we will continue our reporting this evening. After more than 14 years as leader of New Brunswick's Green Party, David Kuhn is stepping down. He'll stay on as MLA for the Fredericton-Lincoln riding, but he's hoping a new leader can be chosen so the party has enough time to get ready for the next provincial election. Not for a couple of years yet. We'll have more at 6. The debate over body-worn cameras by police back in the spotlight in the Halifax area, with a lens on accountability, transparency, and privacy concerns, as officers will soon be equipped with the technology. Coming up at 6, we'll hear both sides of the argument. Callum Smith working on that. Right now, no argument in the Weather Center. This is a beautiful day, Kaylin Mitchell.
If you're looking for sunshine and warm to hot temperatures, today was the day for you. In fact, up until this hour, the Maritimes has had the hottest spot in the country as far as weather stations that are monitored by Environment Canada goes. That was at Miramichi, reaching 32.1 degrees. Not quite a record, though, for Miramichi. The standing record high for this date is actually 34 degrees there. They've cooled a degree over the last hour, so they're now sitting at 31, but there are parts of other areas in New Brunswick that are sitting up between around 30 and close to 32 degrees. Quite warm as well in Prince Edward Island, Summerside 24 and 26 at Charlottetown, and a lot of mid to high 20s for areas of Nova Scotia away from the Atlantic coastline. In fact, it was a few coastal areas, including that part of that province, as well as the Bay of Fundy coastline in New Brunswick, where temperatures were a little bit more moderate because of the onshore southwest wind. And that wind is still out there for this evening. It's being sustained between around 15 and 30 kilometers per hour. We do have some gustier conditions around parts of the coast. Parts of the Atlantic coastline of Nova Scotia today have reported some gusts between around 40 and 60 kilometers per hour. Currently a gust at the Canso weather station close to 63. Taking a look at things on radar and satellite. A little bit of thin, high cloud cover making its way northwest to southeast across New Brunswick. That'll be moving in over top of Prince Edward Island, Nova Scotia as we head through this evening and tonight. There will be a low chance of a couple isolated showers in the northernmost areas of New Brunswick tonight. And then for tomorrow, more of a mix of sun and cloud around the Maritimes, but a change in the wind direction will bring temperatures down a little bit. And I'll talk more about that when I'm back with the forecast a little bit later on. Maria.
Thank you very much, Kaylin. Right now, it's a pet problem no owner wants to deal with. The bites are irritating, the scratching can lead to other health problems, and they could even spread to you. CTV's Pat Foran has more on how to stop or prevent fleas.
Fleas may be tiny, but they can create major problems for your pet.
Once the flea is on them, they start to chew on them, and they can actually cause what's called a hypersensitivity reaction or an allergic reaction to the saliva of the flea.
And once fleas get on your pet, it doesn't take long for them to spread throughout your home.
They'll hide in floorboards or in your carpet,
making it hard to get rid of them. So if you're dealing with fleas, Consumer Reports says it's important to act fast.
Start with your pet. Give them a bath using a mild dish soap, something like a Dawn or whatever you may have, and this will actually drown the fleas. Then you can follow up with a metal flea comb to remove any fleas that might remain in the coat.
Next, focus on your home, vacuum carpets and furniture daily, and wash pet bedding in hot water to help destroy flea eggs and larvae. And don't forget about your yard.
Fleas love humid, shady, grassy areas, so keeping your grass short and keeping the bushes trimmed will make your yard less inviting for them.
Of course, the best way to deal with fleas is to prevent them in the first place. Your veterinarian can recommend a flea and tick treatment that's appropriate for your pet's age and size, whether that's a topical treatment or oral medication. Researchers say it's best to avoid flea collars. Some contain chemicals linked to concerning health risks for pets and even people. Following these steps can help your pet stay flea-free and keep from scratching this summer. Pat Foran, CTV News.
Thank you very much, Pat. Right now, time to take a break. Still to come, find out how to win 4 VIP passes to the Cavendish Beach Music Festival this July. Also, Brianne Foley gets some one-on-one time with comedy duo Tracy and Martina. Don't miss that. And here's a preview of what's coming up next.
Hey, it's Emily Dragano from Halifax Seed. Coming up next on The Garden Guide, we're going to get into the herb garden.
Lace up your sneakers and make a move for scleroderma this June. Help support the hundreds of Atlantic Canadians living with this autoimmune disease. For details on this year's walk-run event in your community, visit makeamoveatlantic.ca.
The Garden Guide is brought to you by Halifax Seed, growing for 160 years.
Welcome back to CTV News at 5. We're here with my friend Emily Trigano from Halifax Seed, and today we are in the garden on this gorgeous sunny day. It's time to plant.
Did it turn around?
Yeah.
Maybe the weather turned around.
Let's not talk about it. I don't want to jinx it.
So, we're talking about a herb garden today, and herbs are so versatile. I love what you can do with them. I love that you can put them on a patio, you can put them in a container, you can put them in a garden. You can really, you can even grow them on the windowsill inside. You can do just about anything you want with herbs.
They're beautiful and they're so functional too.
Yep, and you can mix and match.
Yeah.
So grow the herbs that you know you're going to cook with.
Yeah.
So I have a few different herbs planted around my property.
Okay.
So the first thing that I love to do is have something that is directly off my kitchen.
Yeah.
So this planter here, there's a mix of some beneficial flowers. So marigolds are always really great to plant around vegetables and herbs. They're going to help protect and keep some of the bad insects away. We also have some trailing vines as well, just to provide a little bit more interest when it's kind of right in your
yard,
patio,
like on your
off my
patio,
deck.
sure.
I have some thyme, rosemary, cilantro, and some parsley in here. I'm going to put that actually on the railing. This is
I love
cool.
this planter. Look at that.
This planter, you can set it on the ground, you can set it on a patio, or you could actually set it on the railing of the deck.
So it's right there at your kitchen door. When you're cooking and you need some time, just go grab it.
It's easy peasy.
It's fresh, yeah.
Then down in this bed, this is my herb garden, and I love this garden. A few weeks ago, we amended the soil in it, so there's lots of good nutrients. I have some lavender that's coming back to life, and actually last year, we planted that raspberry shrub.
This is how big it's gotten. Look at it.
It's wonderful, and the berries are delicious.
Wow.
So it's a thornless dwarf raspberry bush that continues to come back year after year.
Love
it. It's amazing.
And what do we have over here? Here's some stuff that hasn't even gone in yet.
Over here, so here's what I'm gonna say. It's still nighttime temperatures. We're still a little cool. So you do wanna be really careful with basil.
Okay.
Everything else, you should be okay. When it comes to planting herbs, you take them out of the pot, you kind of massage those root systems, put it right in the ground.
The same as most transplants,
It's
hey?
easy peasy. Now, the one thing that we do have to say, I love heavy mint. Mint is wonderful.
I know what you're going to say.
Put it in its own pot. Do not put it in a garden bed. It will crowd out, take over. Your whole yard will end up with
Unless
mint.
your main purpose is mojitos every day.
Precisely.
Yeah.
So always put this on its own.
Awesome.
And then there you have it.
And how much watering do we need?
So it's all going to depend on the specific area that you have your planter or your garden bed. This is a south-facing, slightly windy location. When I get this planter up on the deck, this soil is going to dry out a lot. So if it's warm and sunny, at least daily waterings.
Okay.
Really, when it's hot, sunny, and dry, especially in the middle of the summer, it's going to require daily waterings. Morning is best.
I love that. Thank you, Emily.
You're welcome.
We'll see you next week.
See you then.
Thank you so much. And taking a look at a beautiful shot today, we are going to the Cape George Lighthouse in Antigonish, Nova Scotia. You can see a beautiful blue sky. Did have some breezy, even gusty southwest winds. You can hear a little bit of that. I'm going to have more on the forecast coming up after the break.
CTV and Bell want to send you and 3 friends to the Cavendish Beach Music Festival. Some of the biggest names in country are headed to PEI from July 9th to the 11th, including Hardy, Tucker Wetmore, and Cody Johnson. One lucky viewer will win the Cavi Beach Bundle, a prize package that includes 4 VIP weekend passes, a backstage tour, accommodations, spending money, and more. To enter, go to ctvatlantic.ca and follow the contest prompts or scan the QR code on your screen right now. You can enter once per day until Saturday at 5 p.m. The winner will be announced on June 12th. What a prize. Good luck, everybody. Kaylin Mitchell joins us now. A lot of us kind of looking ahead to this weekend, but July, my goodness, is only a month away, Kaylin.
That's right.
Yeah.
Did feel a little bit like beach weather today, though, didn't it?
Beautiful.
Yeah, we had a lot of high temperatures getting well into the 20s, some into the low 30s for today. I mean, dipping your toes in the ocean waters around the Maritimes, that'll still be a little bit brisk for you. Most of the ocean water temperatures around the region still between 5 and 8 degrees, but are starting to climb now week by week. We are looking at some beautiful drone footage footage here, looking out at the Seal Island Bridge in Cape Breton. You can see that very blue, fair weather sky in the background. Just a few thin, high clouds there, some cirrus clouds, just giving it that very picturesque look. As we take a look at our weather systems map, barometric pressures a little bit falling, a little bit towards the lower side now because we do have a low pressure system that is passing mostly towards the north of us. It's helping to bring in that little bit of cloud cover over the maritime region for tonight, but it's not bringing a lot of precipitation with it. There is a low chance of some showers this evening and tonight for communities in the northernmost areas of New Brunswick. So taking a look at things on radar right now, not a lot showing up. Few light returns on the western side of the St. Lawrence River Valley in through Quebec, and that's a chance of maybe a few of those showers getting into the north of New Brunswick. On our forecast timeline for cloud cover and precipitation, that little bit of thin high cloud cover will continue to make its way from New Brunswick and across Prince Edward Island, Nova Scotia as we make our way through tonight. Just a few clouds, that's about it. And then in the forecast for Friday morning, a bit more of a mix of sun and cloud around the maritime region. And for Friday afternoon, actually expected to become mostly sunny for parts of Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island. Still a bit more of a mix of sun and cloud for northern and western areas of New Brunswick. Now Friday evening there will be a chance of some showers arriving to the province of New Brunswick, and that's sort of a sign of things ahead for the upcoming weekend, which will feature some increasing cloudiness on Saturday for both Nova Scotia and Prince Edward Island, and some further showers moving into the province of New Brunswick. And then Saturday night into Sunday, that's going to be turning over to an area of rain and showers for the Maritime. So we'll have a little bit of wet weather here in this first weekend of June. Taking a look at winds in our forecast for tonight, and they're going to still be out of the southwest. The wind gusts will get a little bit lighter by around midnight. Then there's a change in the wind direction for tomorrow, with most of the winds around the Maritimes becoming north and northeast. They'll be sustained 10 to 20 kilometers per hour, with some gusts between 20 and 40. But that northeast wind is certainly going to have a little bit of a cooling effect, especially around Prince Edward Island and eastern areas of Nova Scotia, including Cape Breton, and we'll see that show up as we take a look at the temperature forecast. First of all, these are the low temperatures in the forecast for tonight for the province of New Brunswick. Low temperatures mostly falling into a range of 8 to 13 degrees, down to around 11 for Charlottetown and Summerside, Prince Edward Island for tonight, and for the province of Nova Scotia, most of the low temperatures between 10 and 15 degrees. Here's a look at the high temperatures in the forecast for Friday. So in general, compared to today, temperatures coming down around the Maritimes. Western New Brunswick will still have some highs around the low to mid 20s. On the eastern coastline of New Brunswick, though, it cools because of that northeast wind. And Prince Edward Island for tomorrow, high temperatures coming into range around 14 to 16 degrees. And then the east of Nova Scotia, high temperatures as well, mostly coming down towards the mid to high teens. The remainder of Nova Scotia, especially moving into the southwest, a lot of high temperatures tomorrow are still expected to get up at least into the low 20s. So temperatures coming down, but still a fair amount of sunshine expected on Friday. The UV index around the Maritimes, like it was today, is going to be 8 or very high. Let's take a look at our weather watcher for tonight. And tonight's weather watcher is coming in from 8-year-old Preston Ann Gray from Rothsay, New Brunswick. Preston has sent us a watercolor of spring flowers. It's beautiful. Thank you so much, Preston. And weather watchers can come in anytime to CTV Weather Watchers, P.O. Box 1653, Halifax, Nova Scotia, B3J2Z4, or email kaylin.mitchell@bellmedia.ca. Maria.
Thank you very much, Kaylin. Time for our final break here on CTV News at 5. When we come back, though, East meets West in this story.
Hi, sexies. It's Tracy, hon.
I'm your girl, Martina. Watch us tonight on CTV News at 5.
I feel like Steve Murphy.
Welcome back. So Cape Breton's favorite comedy duo hits the big screen in Nova Scotia this weekend. Tracy and Martina going out west already made it to Charlottetown and the Yukon, and as CTV's Brianne Foley reports, this screening is especially good, dear good.
That's the test. We're going to Alberta.
So what? Hi, sexies. It's Tracy, hon.
I'm your girl, Martina.
The duo you know and love has moved from your home screen to the big screen.
We shot that probably, what, 2 years ago?
2 years ago, yeah. Since then, we've been back out to West, and we've done a whole cross Canada tour.
Yes,
and we're going out again, so a lot of miles on us.
Nice to see Canada, but I prefer being home, eh?
A road trip that actually brought them to their roots.
Meet all the Cape Bretoners that I didn't see since high school.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just all the people that go out west to work.
There's a lot of expats, eh?
Yeah. What's that? Expat?
Yeah.
What's that?
People that leave the island live somewhere else, but they're from home. Well, we done a video years back called Camp Connection Hotline, and it really blew up in Alberta. There were men that I knew that were working out there that were sending the video around, emailing to each other. It was like a sex hotline video.
We're on the news, you can't say that probably.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't always sunshine and double-doubles on the road.
Money.
Oh, God, yeah, it was the money.
Yeah.
Because I had Martina in control of the debit terminal and taking all the cash and everything while we were selling merch at the shows.
And we were drinking heavy.
And we were drinking heavy. And here I thought she was pocketing all the money. But you weren't, Dave.
No, it was
you
just,
weren't.
I wasn't.
I know.
Yeah, no.
Unscripted in true Tracy and Martina style.
Just hit record on the camera, and just
It's like, oh,
had
people
Buddy
hear
follow
movie.
us around.
People hear movie and they think like, oh, scripts and all that.
No.
We didn't plan a thing.
No.
Didn't write a thing. It was just like.
It's a documentary,
It's
is what they call it.
Okay.
Yeah. And we just had 2 little cheap mics that we use for our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And Buddy back home from Sydney Mines, the director.
Yeah,
Brendan Lyle. He had the single camera and he was just following us around.
Going Out West is coming east this weekend.
Finally happening.
And it's sold out.
Yeah.
And they added a bunch more screenings. So you can go on the Cineplex website and go see Tracy and Martina Going Out West.
And
we're that excited. And you know what? This show means more to me than any other show in the world.
In the world.
Because it's all of our family and friends coming and people who have been following us since day one. We appreciate that.
That's true.
When's this going to be done?
We can wrap it up anytime you want.
Okay, because we got to.
We got to drive back to Cape Breton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And thank you, but yeah.
Yeah, we
gotta
appreciate it. And follow us. I'm at It's Tracy Hunt.
I'm at Your Girl Martina.
Yeah, lots of entertaining content on there for everyone.
You ready?
I'm good anytime.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Well, sorry to keep you. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah. I mean, they're still on the road back to Cape Breton. They had great driving conditions for it today.
What a day it was. Ooh, sunshine and warm temperatures too.
That's right. And now temperatures are coming down a little bit for tomorrow, but there's still a good amount of sunshine around the Maritimes. We get into the weekend forecast, and then we have some cloud cover moving in, as well as some rain and some showers. So we'll talk about those ups and downs when I'm back later at 6.
Thank you, Caitlin. We'll see you and Todd at 6. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks to Tracy and Martina. Have a great night, everybody. The National